Just for that, we're going to start in the middle. You come this way and then go from there to the end.
All right, hi everybody. My name is Terry Rice. I don't know if we have enough options up here, so if anyone else wants to jump in, now's your chance. I got into the race because I am a renter, I am a metro rider, I am a small business leader, and I really want to fight for a Seattle that's more livable, more affordable, more equitable. I tell people that in the national sense, I'm sort of a liberal Democrat, which I guess makes me like a pragmatic centrist here in Seattle. And that's really what I'm fighting to hold up, is that idea that we can solve problems, that we can do this in an information-oriented way, in a data-focused way. So I'm absolutely committed to creating more affordable housing, to looking at how we respond to our neighbors who are experiencing homelessness, to smart, climate-focused growth policies. You can find out more about me and why I'm running at electterryrice.com. I think that's a minute.
Okay. Hello, my name is Heidi Wills, and I live here in the center of the universe. In fact, I helped that designation happen when I worked for King County. I have a long history of public engagement, starting when I was student body president at the University of Washington, helping to get the recycling program and the UPass program. Then I worked for 6 years at the county, working on growth management and salmon restoration efforts. And I ran for the city council because Charlie Chong said some disparaging things against buses. And I believe very strongly in public transportation. On the council, I was a leader for the environment. I helped get the largest wind contract for any large public utility in the country. I also worked on greening our fleet and getting the Green Power program started. Since my time on the council, I've been working for 13 years as a nonprofit director serving youth from disadvantaged communities in South Seattle, helping empower youth by teaching life skills and core values. And now I'm raising 2 kids, and I own a small business. And I would appreciate your support. Thank you.
Thank you all for coming. My name is Jeremy Cook, and I'm running for Seattle City Council because I've always complained about the job that they do, and if I'm complaining about it, I might as well step in and put my hat in the race. I think we face a lot of problems. Obviously, the homelessness and the addiction is a big thing. And I think we need to start by allowing our police department to actually enforce the city's laws equally against people that are committing crimes. And I also think one of the main issues is also affordability. A number of seniors I know have had to leave because of the high rents and high property taxes, and I think that that's something that we really should address, so that more people don't have to leave. You know, Seattle's a great place to live and work, but we also shouldn't have it be a great place to come and commit crimes and destroy people's property.
Hi, good evening. My name is Dan Strauss, and I'm running for City Council in District 6. I was born and raised in Ballard. I grew up on a street that had electricians, teachers, plumbers, the people that made this city tick and built the city that we live in today. I went to Adams and Whitman. I'll admit that I did go outside the district for high school. I went to Nathan Hale. After high school, I joined AmeriCorps and served low-income communities across the nation. And when I got the opportunity to serve Northeast Seattle with Senator Frock, working for Senator Frock on gun violence prevention measures in the legislature, when gun violence prevention was not something that the legislature wanted to take up. I got the opportunity to work for the Alliance for Gun Responsibility, working on that same measure, the Extreme Risk Protection Order, and it passed with 70% of the vote of Washington's vote in the same year Donald Trump was elected. I've taken this opportunity to continue working for Sally Bagshaw at the City Council. I've been there for about 1.5 years, long enough to figure out where the opportunities and the roadblocks are, but not there long enough to create them. As your city council member, I want to bring a district office to the district so you don't have to schlep downtown. Your voice needs to be heard without government having to.
Hello, my name is Melissa
Melissa Hall, and I live in Lower Fremont. Welcome to my neighborhood. My wife and I decided to move from rural Virginia to Seattle to have a baby. We got really lucky. She's 2 years old now. We live a wonderful life here. We're both able to walk to work. I walk down to the river. She's right here at Google. We walk our daughter to school at a wonderful daycare across the street. This is the kind of small town life that a healthy big city can offer. A healthy big city isn't a giant invisible place. It's a bunch of small towns that all happen to be right next to each other, and that's the vision I have for Seattle going forward. Now, I do have some technical requirement, I do have some educational attainment. I have an undergraduate degree in geography. I have a law degree where I specialize in land use planning and state and local government. I worked for the state of Florida where I did state level land use review. And then I worked for the emergency management team because Florida's weird. Oh, thank you.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for such a great turnout. My name is Kate Martin. I live down below Kent's Market and below Finney Ridge for the last 34 years. My passion is policy, which my family, my neighbors, and my friends hope that you're going to elect me because they just want me to take all this talk about policy and take it down to City Hall. My background is planning. I do planning and design, and I've been a problem solver creating win-win solutions for my entire adult life. What I'd like to do is help us really enable this whole district election. So I like to joke that the people down at City Hall have not gotten the memo that we moved to districts. But we're about to change that, and I'd like to really, really enable us, the 12 neighborhoods in this District 6, to really be in control of our destiny rather than taking the top-down direction from down at City Hall. I first got involved about 20 years ago in neighborhood planning, got the tail end of that. I jumped in to help form a citywide skate park plan when my 2 young sons, who are now adults, had no place to skate. So we got involved with, we got the implementation, 1 million parks a year. I'm just gonna go one thing to another. Thank you very much. Kate Martin.
Good evening, everybody. My name is John Peoples. I'm a resident of the Green Lake neighborhood. I live right on top of the old Albertsons across the street from Spud. And I've come to Seattle to make airplanes back in 2010, and I love it very much. And I'm running to set the city council back on the right path and get the whole city back on the right path to dignity, safety, and prosperity. And with the homeless problem and the things that go along with it, some of whom commit crimes, the mental health problem and the drug abuse problem, not entirely mutually inclusive, but they do overlap, and they each person needs to be met, and as needs need to be met, people need to be restored to dignity and restored and not stored around town. For safety, we need more police officers, community policing, police walking the beat, and for prosperity, we've got an economic boom, but the current city council has failed to take advantage of it. So look, peoplesforseattle.com. Thank you.
Hi everybody, I'm John Lisbon, and I'm running because I don't feel like the city council has been managing growth in a smart way. And I don't feel like they've been listening to the residents of Seattle. And I think that's making a lot of people pretty pissed off, honestly. And, okay, I ran 4 years ago, and if I was elected, this probably wouldn't have happened right now. My background is I have EMPA, a Master's in Public Administration at the University of Washington Evans School. I built a business that became one of the fastest growing companies in Washington. And I was president of Seattle Fair Growth, and we built a coalition of 29 neighborhood groups to really bring back the voice of neighborhoods and allow these groups to collaborate with their neighborhoods. And that's what I want to do as your city council member. I want to bring back your voice, city council. Thank you.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh wait, johnlisbon.com.
So you're going to hear the beat because you did the 2 2 6. 3 seconds.
Hello, I am Sergio Garcia, and I am the police officer in the room. The reason I am running is because I feel like I can no longer do my job. I am also the newcomer in the neighborhood. I live in Finney Ridge with my wife and my dog Batman. And I absolutely adore Ballard, I adore Fremont, I adore Green Lake. I love everything about Seattle. But I feel like I need to take what I've already invested in the community, and that is serving every single one of you in here, for exception of District 4, because I'm in District 6 side. Yeah, you know, I build the relationships, I build the sense of community with the homeless individuals, with the business owners, with the residents, and I feel like we're being insufficient with providing public safety, right? I feel like I bring a hands-on experience on how to resolve these issues. You know, I just feel, and on top of it, there's the you know, homelessness issue, there's affordable housing, there's transportation. I'm also stuck in traffic for 9 hours a day while I'm working, right? So I think I have a pretty good understanding of what's going on in the district. So please, if you want to talk to more, reach out. Sergio for Seattle.
Good evening, I'm Dr. Jay Fadi. I've lived in Seattle my whole life. I was raised in Northeast Seattle by a single mother, went to Seattle Public Schools, went to the University of Washington, was fortunate enough to get into medical school there and decided to become a family doctor. Wanted to get back to the community that had given me so much, so I got a job at the 45th Street Community Clinic, which is a Wallingford that takes care of low-income people and is a safety net clinic. We took care of people for 12 years when I worked there that were homeless, severe mental health issues, addiction issues, people that were literally living on the street, kids, everything you can imagine. After that, I started a program at Swedish and was running a program called the Department of Community Health. Worked on making access and programs more robust for low-income people across Seattle. Then after that, most recently, I was asked to run an Obamacare health plan. As most of you know, Obamacare was embraced by Washington State, and we got 800,000 people on health insurance that didn't have it before. Yeah. And my health plan, we had 250,000 people on a health plan, and obviously I learned a ton about that. I've lived in the district for 21 years with my wife and 2 sons who also attend Seattle Public Schools. And I think you can hear tonight, there's probably 90 to 95% agreement on the issues. Your decision is going to be on who you would like to have you represented down in City Hall. I think I can bring the right blend of leadership, a fresh perspective.
That's everybody. And that concludes the formal program. I'm warning the candidates, you're going to get my sustainability reading list. And you're going to be